What's going on, guys? It's your boy Rampage. Hope you're all having a great day. I'm back here with another Fortnite video, and today's gonna be a little different than all the other ones I've uploaded in the past. So today I'm gonna give you guys my personal tips and tricks that I've done and used before to get better at this game. So this is really just for the beginners, people who are just starting out and playing this game. If they just found out about this game, wanted to play it on like the Xbox or PlayStation. Really for console players for the most part, and also mainly for beginners. So if you're an intermediate player, you know what you're doing, probably these tips won't help out that much. So probably not the video for you. Just a disclaimer, letting you know. But for me, I am not a great player. You know, I'm showing these clips here in the background because one, I got like 5 kills in like 2 minutes, and also I think that these clips and like how I've played shows a good representation as to like what I do with these tips and how I incorporate these tips in my playing style. So hopefully you guys get something out of it, at least by watching these clips and how I played. And also, you know, it's kind of cool me getting 5 kills in like 2 minutes. So I'm not a great player. I'm not terrible though, that's for sure. But I'm definitely not a pro by any means. I'm not even close. But after I get this last kill, we can get into the tips. So the first tip that I have for you guys is just to practice shooting in the pregame lobby. So when you're on that practice island, waiting for however many seconds or minutes that you are before the game, just go out there and go run, try and grab some guns and just start shooting people. Preferably just start shooting people who are running away, who are jumping around, who are doing stuff. So you can practice your aim, obviously. And also, when you get better, obviously you should start jumping around too, trying to, like, you know, just practice your accuracy while jumping around and having other people jumping around. It's a good way to practice. Something that I did a ton when I first started playing the game, because my accuracy sucked then. It still sucks now, but it's getting a little bit better. So any kind of practice can help, especially this one here where pretty much nothing, you don't lose anything from this. All you do is practice your aim. The only thing is that there is auto aim in the practice lobby, so that's the only bad thing about it when there isn't auto aim during the actual game. But it's still practice, and you know, it's something that I used a ton when I first started using this game, or playing this game. So my second tip that I have for you guys is to jump while running. So what I mean by this is just when you're running across an open field, obviously, so not when you're in close quarter combat or not when you're in a town or wherever. This mainly applies when you're running from like point A to point B, so from like one town to the next. So let's say you're going from like Dusty Depot to Anarchy Acres or wherever, and there's just that wide open field. So when you're doing that, you should always jump while you're running. And also just always looking around too. So I do this for 2 reasons. The main reason why I jump around like a maniac is because if someone's sniping and he sees you from like, I don't know, if they're camping on top of a mountain or in a bush or whatever, and he has his sniper scopes on you, it's a lot harder for them to hit you than when you're jumping around, as opposed to when you're just running in a straight line or whatever. It's a lot more predictable as when you're just running, but as opposed to when you're jumping around, he'll have a hard time hitting you with the sniper, especially like from far away or wherever. So really just to decrease the chances and likelihood of you getting shot at, or at least someone hitting their shots on you. That's the main reason. Second reason is that when you're jumping around, you get a higher point of view. And when you get a higher point of view, you might be able to see other people across the field. Sometimes they can see you if you're jumping around, but most of the times it'll help you than hurt you. So that's the main reason why I always jump around in an open field like this. So the third tip I got for you guys is to always crouch while shooting with an AR. So when using the assault rifle, usually your fights are going to be around medium range to long range. It's never like a short range fight, so when you're using an AR, always crouch, especially, and don't try to move as much too. It's really just to make sure your crosshairs get smaller, and when you get small, you become more accurate. So that's really the main reason. When you're standing, your crosshairs get a little bit bigger. And when you're crouched down and you're not moving, then the crosshairs get pretty smaller, a lot smaller, and you become a lot more accurate. And the fourth tip that I have for you guys, probably, definitely 100% the most important tip, and if there's anything you take out of this video, it's this one. It's to build, build, build. I know for new players, especially myself included, when I first started playing, you know, like this whole building concept in Fortnite was like super foreign to me. Where, you know, in most like shooter games, third-person shooters, first-person shooters, you don't really get to like build stuff like out of thin air and like protect yourself, like build walls and stairs and ramps and all that stuff. But by far the most important aspect of this game in general is just to build. So when I think about building, there's 3 categories of building. First category is to build to like attack someone. Second is to build to defend yourself, and third is just to build to protect yourself. And what I mean protecting myself is what you just saw on the screen right now, is where I just built like pretty much like a barricade, just so no one can hit me or whatever while I was drinking that chug jug. So protecting yourself also is all like those towers that you see all the time. They're just to protect yourself, also give yourself a better line of sight. So let's just talk about the first line of first type of building that I kind of described. Kind of the building to attack someone, to like go and try and kill someone. So I think like most of the kills or people I try to kill, I always build something. So it's always just to like build stairs. I like stairs a lot because it gives you a better line of sight. It gives you like height advantage over the other person every single time. And also it gives you cover when you're running up to someone like this. So if they have like their own little base, their own little fort there, you gotta build to go, 1, you gotta build to go up their fort, and 2, you gotta build to protect yourself. And this guy is a great example of defending yourself. I was shooting at him, and then he started just building walls and stuff to kind of defend himself, so he doesn't get shot anymore. Something that you just don't see in any other game. I can't think of any other game where you can do this. Or I've never played any other game that can do this. So for a new player, building is by far the most important. I know it's kind of weird and strange, but it definitely is the most important part of this game. If you actually want to, improve and get better, because everyone else builds, so you gotta build to stay kind of good, I guess. And in terms of the third kind of building, it's to protect yourself, like I said earlier, building towers and all that stuff. So basically, when you're in solos, just build 4 walls, stairs, 4 walls, stairs, 4 walls, stairs, and you got like a 3-story tower, pretty much. 1, get the tower to see over other people. 2, get the tower to defend yourself. And that's really the main reason. Those are 2 great advantages, first of all. So I build them all the time, especially late in the game. I wouldn't suggest anyone building a tower early in the game, because that kind of just gives away your position. So whenever it's like under 15 people left in the game, that's when I'll actually start building, because I've came to notice that when there's like 30 or 25 people left, whatever the number may be, it doesn't really matter. When there are like a good amount of people left, people just start going after you, because you look like a huge target when there's like 30 people left. Sometimes you mess up. I still mess up plenty of times, like I will right now. It's kind of annoying when you do mess up, but whatever. It's a learning curve. You'll get over it. But when I noticed that when you build when there's like 30, 25 people left, you start getting like a bunch of people coming after you, like especially in duos. I remember when I started building with like 30 people, I'd have like 3 separate teams come after me, because I'm just a huge base, especially in the middle of the circle where everyone can see. Everyone just starts running towards it because they automatically know someone's gonna be there. Obviously, I mess up again too. Kind of sucks, but you get better at building. I'm on the console too, especially. So if you watch videos from people on like PC, like Ninja or Myth, they build super fast because they're on the keyboard. Mouse and keyboards are always much faster than the console. But you work with it, you do what you got with console, and you go for it. So hopefully you guys took something away from this video. Once again, building super important. If there's any tip that you actually kind of like resounded to you, just know that building is by far the most important. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and leave a comment below what you guys think. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.